YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Ray. I am the original ordinary guy, back again with another video for you fellas. I think women got it confused on this single mother thing, and of course it's getting more for some odd reason, single motherhood is getting more praise than it actually should be. I don't know why it's getting more praise than it actually should. Well, actually I do, feminism. And it's being pushed in front of the women, and the women are confused, the women are bewildered, and not in the beginning, but in the end, they're all like, oh, I was sold a dream. Damn, I was sold, I was sold something that, I was writing a check that my ass can't cash, pretty much. And men are as well. Men was like, okay, single mothers ain't that bad. Which if you are a stepdad, hey, more power to you. This video ain't really for you, right? And I know I talked about single motherhood and how I'm anti-stepdad. I'm anti-single mothers of dating and getting relationships with them. But I want to take it a step further, fellas, because I realized I wasn't giving the whole truth. I wasn't selling y'all the whole entire truth when I talk about these things, because I believe in family. I love family. I love my family. I love family sticking together. My brother, he is a stepfather at the part to say, but he does have a family unit, and I love it. It's beautiful, right? And I know a couple friends that are stepfathers, and to each their own. I know a couple guys that are stepfathers that have gone bad and gone right. So to each their own. But I want to take it a step further, because something about a couple weeks ago happened. Of course, women want to know why men are so afraid of being stepfathers and being with single mothers and dating single mothers. And we all got our own reasons. And the women want to be told the honest truth on why men shouldn't or men don't. But some men do, right? So we got to let them know that as well. It's two sides to this coin. Some men do and some men don't. You just got to, pick between the two, figure it out. But the thing I want to go deeper on, fellas, is that I also believe in no sexual relationships with women that have children, that are single moms. Yeah. See, not only do you avoid them at all costs as far as relationships and commitment, but don't even lay down with them. That sells them dreams. Even though women always claim, oh, we could just keep it sexual. No, you can't. Women can't. They're too emotional. That's an emotional event going on for them. That's energy exchanging going on for them. And I've talked to plenty of women, and they say the same thing damn near. Because they always ask me, do I date women with kids? And I tell them, absolutely not. I don't date women with kids. I don't have relationships with women with kids outside of friendships and business. That's it. But then they were like, well, the kid ain't your responsibility. I said, so I could date you for years, have sex with you for years, and never see the kid or have a conversation with the kid ever? And they were like, yeah, idiot, stupid, that's dumb. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. You're telling me for 10 years we can have a relationship and I never see your child. I never talk to your child. And they be like, yeah, that's possible. Hell yeah. You're not responsible for my child. Come on, bro. I wasn't born last night. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. Come on, bro. That makes absolutely no sense. What woman is doing that? What sensible woman is doing that? Come on, bro. That's the dumbest. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever been told in my life when it comes to this situation. So it brings it back to my first point. No sex, no relationships, no commitmentships, no nothing unless it's friendships or business. That's it with single moms. Because it's just not intercourse. It's just not that, it's just not, in the sheets. It's not. I've been there, I've done that. When I used to date single moms, it was treacherous. Horrible. One of my worst, dating experiences together. And then when I got out of there, I said, okay, I'm done with that. I'm just gonna smash and dash and, do that. But then I was wasting energy, I was wasting time, I was wasting resources. I could have been doing something else. Because in the back of my mind, I know this is not going anywhere. Not that I want commitment straight up, but I know I'm not going to want commitment out of this woman. I know I can't give my all to this woman because she has children. She has a child. And it took me a while to get here. Of course, I've been here for like it's 5-6 years now. So, I mean, it's still fresh. It's still brand new because I didn't get the whole concept, because I had to take my flesh out of it, because women look good, whether they got kids or not. It don't really matter. If I like how the woman look, I want the woman. But I had to take my flesh up out of it in order to get to this point. And it took a minute. It wasn't overnight. But I just think they should be left alone. I think, like I always say in every video when it comes to this topic, they should go back and find the father. They should go back with the father, or they should get with a man with kids. I wholeheartedly believe that. You know? That's just one of my things I stand on. So I'm taking it a bit further, fellas. I'm taking it a whole bit further. The women, I'll tell you right now, there's so many women with kids that you think would not like you, but they do now. They're at their wits' end. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but a lot of them. They're at their wits' end. They need help. They know you used to like them, or they know you like them, or they know you're infatuated with their body. They know you're something. They know. They're not stupid. Women ain't dumb. Remember I said that a while back. Women aren't stupid. So since they're at their wits' end, they'll come and get you. I asked the guy that this past week. It made me so mad. I wanted to slap something. We was in the gym. We were talking. I was like, hey, bro. Forgot what we were talking about specifically. But I remember I specifically asked him this. I said, would you wait on a woman? Or if a woman was just at her wit's end, she's been, pumped and dumped, and she had children, and I said, would you accept her call up? You know how the baseball players, they get called up to the big leagues, to the show? I said, would you accept her call up? He was like, yeah, if I really like her, if I really found her attractive, or I was trying to get at her before. I'm like, bruh, why? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? And he was telling me, it's not like I'm waiting on her and not dating nobody. I said, I know, but still, why would you do that to yourself? He said, man, if I really like her, if I really find her attractive. I said, so you'll be a stepdad? He was like, yeah. I said, bro, you're lost. You're lost. You're lost. And that's what I'm making this video for. Never be a stepdad ever in your life. Ever. I don't care who done it. Oh, I got a stepdad. Even though it was in my early 20s, I was already a grown-ass man, so, but I have a stepdad. But he has kids already. He already had kids before he got with my mom. My mom already had kids before he got with him, before they got married. So I'm fine with that. That's cool. That's Gucci. But fellas, if you have no kids, there should be no relationships, no commitmentships. There should be no sexual relationships with women with kids. I'm being harsh, man. We got to be harsh. Be harsh with your body. Be harsh with your energy. Be harsh with your life when it comes to who's in it, who's in and out of it, I'll say. Be harsh with that. Clamp that down. Take time to write out your morals for a woman. Take time to write out what you expect out of yourself when it comes to dating and being with a woman. Shoot, you think God put you on this earth to take care of another man's seed? Man, say, that's not the desires of my heart. God told me he would give me the desires of my heart. That will never be a desire of my heart. Never. And it shouldn't be yours either. If you cherish your life, if you cherish your time, the resources, all this hard work you're doing, getting up every day, working 60 to 80 hours a week, and then after that, working on a business, working on a side hustle, hitting the gym, getting your nutrition right, getting your mind right, getting everything right to pour that into another man's seed, you gotta be kidding me. You think I'm doing this for another man's child? You gotta be kidding me. You think I'm doing this to take care of another man's seed while he goes out and do whatever the hell he wants? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be delirious. You gotta be stupid. You gotta be dumb. You gotta be on the edge of of not existing anymore to think that I'm gonna do that. I don't influence anybody to do that. Once I hear kids, I'm like, oh, okay, we can't do nothing. Respectfully, out of respect, and that shows respect towards that man, whether he's around or not, whether he's alive or not, that shows respect towards that man, and that shows respect towards that woman to say, hey, I won't even do that to you. I won't even put you in that type of situation. I won't even put you in that type of category to where I'm just coming over, busting, and getting on about my day. I won't even do that to you. I got too much respect for myself, my body, and my energy. And I got too much respect for the man that put a seed in you. And I got too much respect for that wound that has already been conquered in yourself. I got too much respect. Not to mention my self-respect that comes first, of course, but I got too much respect for the whole entire situation that I won't even put myself into it. That's just how I feel, bro. Where's your kingdom? Where's your little seeds running around? That's what I want to see. That's what I like. And a lot of us aren't in a situation where we can do that right now. Of course, we're being taxed out of it. You know, it's painting up. it's coming to, you know, existence. It's showing its ugly head that the stepfatherhood is being pushed more than ever. You know, women already had their fun. They're having children with a small percentage of men, which has been going on for decades, for years, multiple decades, and it's shaping up. That's what I want to say, shaping up for you to be a stepdad. You just gotta refuse, man. Say no. Just say no. No relationships, no commitment, and no sex with single moms, all right? Stand firm on that now. Stand firm. Definitely a warning. Not advice, fellas. That's another day in reality for your ass. Love.